Hey guys, what's up? It's Katy and I'm back with this semi-quick little video about a post that was put on the forums by Kabam. Now, I had just done a live stream and had got some questions about this post, but I didn't really have a good chance to look at it, so I didn't want to, say too much about it until I was able to fully look at the post and understand what I was reading. So I'm not going to go over the post. I'll put a link to the post in the description below so you can go take a look at it if you haven't already done so. But basically what it says is, yes, Kabam has introduced a ton of new champs to this game, and there are already a lot of existing champs in there. Now, with the existence of the new champs, there are new synergies, new abilities, new features, that sort of thing. So what Kabam is going to be doing is they're going to be regularly, reviewing these champs and balancing to ensure that they are all great additions to our roster. So starting in October 2019, so just 2 months away, they are going to be moving to smaller, more frequent balance updates for our champs. Now, this I am going to go over. So what to expect. 3 months after a champion is released, we'll have reviewed and analyzed their data. If it needs a small balance up or down, we will notify the player base before it enters into the basic crystal pool of champions. Approximately 3 months later, any changes made will have been tested and then released to the community. Now, this is supposed to make the contest more balanced, that sort of thing. Now, it does say that abilities won't be added or removed. If a champion needs a rework, that champion will be addressed separately, and any compensation will be handled on a case-by-case basis. So for example, if a champion is underperforming as an attacker, we may choose to boost the potency of their fury or cruelty effects. If they are underperforming as a defender, we may look into decreasing the cooldown on a defensive ability. So they're definitely going to look at this. Now, I can see this being both beneficial and harmful to the contest. So beneficial, so you get these champs that are kind of just like meh, right? They're really underwhelming. You kind of feel bad about getting them on your roster. Iron Patriot. Diablo. So they're going to go in and they're going to rework them, right? Now, that's great for champs that are underperforming, but are they going to do this to champs that just bust open the gate, right? Your champs like Namor, Ghost, are they going to come in and tweak them? So what happens if you put all of your resources, not all of your resources, but you put resources into these champs and you take them up to 565, or you take a 6-star to rank 2? Are you going to get compensation for that? Well, I think if you do it, maybe before they've been, have this 3-month trial period, I doubt you'll get anything from like a rank down ticket or anything like that. I'm pretty sure Kabam is done with rank down tickets. Now, like I said, this is really good for champs like Diablo that need a rework, right? But for the champs that just come out of the gate and are super powerful and everyone's pumped for, this can be really kind of detrimental. Yeah, some champs are just really overpowered, right? And they skew the whole game. But this brings me to my next point, and I really don't think Kabam tests out their champions, right? They have maybe like a general idea of how these champions work, but it's not until we, the players, get those champions, start playing around with them, and see either how really bad they are or how really good they are, like Namor, like Ghost, Domino, that sort of thing. So they see that, and then they're like, maybe we need to adjust this a little bit. Maybe this champ is performing too well. Now, when it comes to testing out these champs, I understand it can be tough for Kabam to test them out, right? There's so few developers who can really test them out, and the frequency that they put them out, it could be really hard. So I get that, right? You've got few developers releasing, 2 champs per month minimum. Some months we get 3 champs, right? To thousands upon thousands of players playing this game. So yeah, the developers, they're not going to catch everything, but I think they could do better at catching some things. That's my opinion on it. Now, I do see here that they say that compensation will be handled on a case-by-case basis. So I guess only time will tell how they're going to handle for people who rank up champs that they end up, you know, that are they deem to be overpowered, so to speak, and whether they're going to issue a rank down ticket or not. But like I said, I think Kabam is pretty much done with rank down tickets. Now, they are going to be doing this with 2 champions. So if we look at this post, so they say summoners, as we have mentioned earlier, blah, 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 blah. They give a link to that post earlier, or that I just went over. But they've looked at the data and they've taken our feedback. So that's a step in the right direction, right? They've taken our feedback into consideration and have observed that Annihilus is performing well as a defender, and he is currently underperforming as an attacker, and are looking at different options to improve his performance. That's good, right? Because I've said before, I don't really even know how Annihilus works. Like, he just does some crazy things, and he's just like a goofy looking bug guy. So that's my thoughts on Annihilus. So I'm happy with this. This is a step in the right direction. They move on to say Human Torch performs very well in matches against Mystic champions, in matches where he can bypass Mist and when he can reverse healing. However, outside of those conditions, he's not as strong as we'd like him to be, so we're looking at increasing his strength in those not ideal matchups. He should still have situations where he's weaker or stronger, but we want to close the gap a little bit. That's good too, because Human Torch does need something, right? So if he is not facing a Mystic champ, or, you know, one where that he can reverse heal, he's kind of a little bit underwhelming. I said that before when he was first released. Now, the problem here lies is once they tweak Human Torch or Annihilus, are they going to tweak either of them too much? So are they going to become OP? That's the question that needs to be answered, and the only way we're going to know that for sure is once we get them and start playing with them. I think Kabam should definitely kind of test them out a little bit more than what they normally do prior to releasing them, so we have a better understanding, or at least they have a better understanding of how they're performing. If they are too OP, then they can just instantly tone it down a little bit more instead of pushing it out and being like, oh, Human Torch is doing way too much damage, or Annihilus is just annihilating, pun intended, everything, all content. So do I think this is a step in the right direction? Yes, I do. Do I think it could potentially have harmful effects to the contest? Absolutely. But only time will tell. It all depends on how much Kabam decides to tweak these champs who are either underperforming or overperforming. But that's all that I got, guys. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this little announcement from Kabam about the tweaking of the champions? Do you think that they should maybe test more prior to releasing it and not use the players so much as a beta test? What do you think about the updates coming for Annihilus and Human Torch? But let me know in the comments below, and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.